Whether it's a lager or an ale, whether it's a stout, light, dark, or pale. If you can brew it, Chad can review it. It's time for Chad's Beer Reviews. He's not quite an amateur, not quite a connoisseur, but regardless of the brewer, he's got taste in beer for sure.
You can tell just by his gut, this guy is a bona fide beer nut.
So whether it's a porter or an IPA, whether it's from Europe or the USA, if you can brew it, Chad can review it. It's time for Chad's Beer Reviews.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Continuing with all viewer request month, this is a compilation of at least two, if not three people's requests. These two people, Silver Breeder and Ron LB3469, said they wanted to see either something from Rogue or something from the Pacific Northwest, and somebody said he wanted to see the Rogue Hazelnut, but I decided to get this one. This is Rogue's flagship beer, their Dead Guy Ale. It says handcrafted micro piece by Rogue Ales, Newport, Oregon, USA, deep honey in color with a malty aroma, rich hearty flavor, and a well-balanced finish. And pretty cool cap there. I'm going to be using my US Navy Seabees mug. Haven't used this in a long time. I'm going to get this whole thing in here in one pour, I hope. Let's get to it. Alright, nice looking beer here. I mean, look at that. It's like a very, very dark honey color, almost an orange, a little hazy. You can see a lot of carbonation in there though. Nice looking head too. It's like a yellowish, sudsy, foamy head, you know. It smells pretty good. It smells, I get like a little bit of flowers and a lot of malt. Like a real rich kind of sweetness on this one. You know, that's the thing about this beer is it's brewed in the Maibach style, which is like a, you know, lighter, like Hellesbach German style. So it's technically a lager, but they use their proprietary ale yeast in this, which is why they call it Dead Guy Ale. So is it a lager or an ale? If it is an ale, I don't know what you'd consider it. I guess just a pale ale then. And as far as I know, the ABV is about 6.5, 6.6%. So, I guess I'll have to taste to see if it's a lager or an ale. It's, like I said, the smoothest you notice immediately. It's not quite a creamy texture, but it's just a nice kind of soft, you know, it's soft and tepid, but kind of thick. It's not sticky like an IPA or anything like that. It's just kind of like a much thicker lager without the fizziness. I do get like a little bit of that lager kind of quality right through the middle, just like that kind of, you know, fresh kind of grain mill. It finishes very clean though. I'm surprised. It's, you know, it's not like it's crisp and clean. It's just plain clean, which is really interesting considering how like thick and soft it is throughout the whole thing. A little bit of malty sweetness in here. Like a little bit of caramel. I'm just gonna finish this up. We'll take a quick break and I'll come back with my final thoughts on the Dead Guy Ale. Alright, this is the part of the show where I tell you my final thoughts and grades. As for the grade, I'm going to give Rogue Dead Guy Ale, I'm going to give this a solid 7 out of 10, like a B. You know, it's a good beer. I think it's one of those, especially for a craft beer, where its reputation precedes it. Like, I know a lot of people love this beer, and I've had this on tap many times, but I just never, like, thought, like, this was an elite beer. I mean, it's a good beer. It's in fact, it's a great transition beer. They have this on tap at Mahar's all the time. I always give it to newbies, like, hey, drink this because it's got flavor, but it's not gonna, you know, make your head explode because it's so, you know, so flavorful like an IPA or anything. And it's even quite sessionable. You know, 6.5 ABV. You know, it doesn't really seem to be that heavy. I mean, it drinks like 5.5%. So smooth. I mean, my only view for it is that it's not complex enough. I mean, you get like, you know, this kind of melange of confectionery sweetness, you know, like kind of a caramel butterscotch toffee, and as delicious as that sounds, it's like the volume on them is still turned way down. kind of like a vanilla spice in there too. Again, really interesting, sounds complex, but it's just like the energy levels are lower. So maybe I need to try. I know they got a Dead Guy double ale or double Dead Guy ale. You know, maybe that's the beer that I want. But I mean, this one's good. I like it. So yeah, I think 7 out of 10 is a fair grade. So thanks to the guys who requested this. I'll put their names down below, and be sure to check out the rest of All Viewer Request Month. And thanks for watching this episode. I'll see you next time. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Review. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.